Hello, Boston Bruins fans. We are pleased to welcome you to our news channel dedicated to providing up-to-date and reliable information about the Boston Bruins. Our mission is to share high-quality, truthful news with our valued audience. Be sure to follow the latest and most up-to-date news about the Boston Bruins, which is published daily here. To always stay informed, we invite everyone to subscribe to our channel. Alex DeBrincat leads Detroit Red Wings over Boston Bruins 5-2. Boston. Alex DeBrincat and JT Compher each had a goal and an assist, and the Detroit Red Wings beat Boston 5-2 on Friday to earn their second victory over the NHL leading Bruins this season. Robbie Fabry, Dylan Larkin and David Perron also scored for the Red Wings, the only team to beat Boston 14-2-3 in regulation. Shane Gostisbehere had 2 assists and Ville Husso stopped 25 shots. In their third meeting in a month, the Bruins won the first game on October 28. Detroit took advantage of 6 Boston penalties to improve to 10-0-2 by scoring 4 or more goals. Jake DeBrusk and Danton Heinen scored for the Bruins, who were 5-0-2 since a November 4 loss to Detroit. Jeremy Swayman made 24 saves on his 25th birthday. Rangers 3, Flyers 1. Philadelphia, AP, Mika Zibanejad scored 2 goals, leading the Rangers to victory. Chris Kreider had a goal and an assist for the Metropolitan Division leading Rangers, who improved to 12-1-1 in their last 14 games. Blake Wheeler had 2 assists and Igor Shesterkin made 36 saves. Sean Couturier scored for Philadelphia, which lost its second straight after winning 5 in a row. New York jumped on the Flyers early, scoring twice in the first minute and 53 seconds. Carter Hart made 16 stops. Kings 5. Patos 2. Anaheim, California, AP, Kevin Fiala scored 2 goals and captain Anze Kopitar had a goal and an assist as the Kings won the first freeway faceoff of the season. Fiala and Arthur Kaliev each scored a first-period power play goal for the Kings, who won their 4th straight overall and their 9th straight road game to start the season. This is the second longest streak in NHL history. Cam Talbot made 29 saves and Quinton Byfield also scored in this upset before a bipartisan crowd at a packed Honda Center watching the Ducks' traditional Black Friday matinee game. Alex Killorn scored his first goal for Anaheim, which has lost 5 in a row after winning 8 of the previous 10. Radko Gudas also scored and John Gibson stopped 27 shots. Canucks 5, Kraken 1. Seattle, AP, Teddy Blueger scored his first goal of the season on a shorthanded breakaway early in the first period. Sam Lafferty and Nils Höglander scored 3 minutes apart in the third period, and Vancouver beat Seattle. Dakota Joshua scored on a second-period rebound and Quinn Hughes got another assist to remain the league's leading scorer as the Canucks tied the season series with their Pacific Northwest rivals. Thatcher Demko made 23 saves and was excellent in the second period as Seattle controlled the game but couldn't get a shot past the Vancouver goalkeeper. Ty Kartai scored Seattle's goal at 17:29 of the second period, his first goal in 15 games. Kraken goalie Joey Dackard made 22 saves. Flames 7, Stars 4. Dallas AP, Blake Coleman and Elias Lindholm scored 29 seconds apart early in a 4-goal third period to put Calgary ahead in a win over Dallas. 7 different players scored goals for the Flames, whose season high was also the most allowed by Dallas. Yegor Sharangovich had a goal and 2 assists, while Michael Backlund, AJ Greer, Adam Ruzicka and Nazem Kadri scored. Calgary goalkeeper Jacob Markstrom made 24 saves. Wyatt Johnston scored 2 goals for the Stars, with Jamie Benn and Yevgeny Dadonov assisting on both. Jason Robertson had a goal and an assist, and Joe Pavelski had a power play goal. Jake Oettinger stopped 20 shots. Jets 3, Panthers 0. Sunrise, Florida, AP, Connor Hellebuyck stopped all 32 shots he faced. Dylan Samberg and Mason Appleton each had 2 assists, and Winnipeg shut out Florida. Nino Niederreiter, Nikolai Ehlers, and Adam Lowry scored for the Jets as coach Rick Bowness returned from personal leave. Winnipeg is 12-5-2 on the season and 9-2 under interim coach Scott Arniel, while Bowness has been out. Sergei Bobrovsky made 29 saves for the Panthers, who fell to 12-7-1. The shutout was the first of the season for Hellebuyck, who had never shut out the Panthers. It was the 33rd shutout of Hellebuyck's career in the regular season. Avalanche 3, Wild 2. St. Paul, Minnesota, AP, Curtis McDermott scored the game winner early in the third period and Colorado held on to defeat Minnesota. Ross Colton and Valeri Nichushkin also scored for the Avalanche, who have won 5 of their last 6 games. Alexander Georgiev stopped 19 of 21 shots. The little-used McDermott has been a healthy scratch for much of the year. He was playing just his 5th game of the season, his first since November 13. Kirill Kaprizov and Joel Eriksson Ek scored and Philip Gustafsson made 23 saves for the Wild, who are 0-4-2 in their last 6 games. Blackhawks 4, Maple Leafs 3, OT Chicago, AP, rookie defenseman Kevin Korchinski scored at 4:30 of overtime, and the Blackhawks snapped a 5-game slide. Jason Dickinson scored 3 times for Chicago, completing his first career hat trick 15 seconds into the third period. Arvid Soderblom finished with 34 saves. The last-place Blackhawks improved to 4-10-0 in their last 14 games. Kaye Jarnkrok, Ryan Reeves, and Nicholas Robertson scored for Toronto, which had won 4 in a row. Max Domi had 2 assists and Ilya Samsonov made 30 saves. Korchinski backhanded Samsonov into the left corner of the box after Connor Bedard's shot ricocheted off the backboard and into the roof of the net. It was Korchinski's 2nd career goal. Lightning 8, Hurricanes 2. Raleigh, North Carolina, AP, goaltender Andrei Vasilevsky made 22 saves in his season debut, and Braden Point had 3 goals and 2 assists to lead Tampa Bay over Carolina. Nikita Kucherov had 2 goals and 4 assists, while Steven Stamkos, Brandon Hagel and Luke Glendening also scored for the Lightning, who won for the 4th time in 5 games and are on a 5-game point streak. Vasilevsky, a former winner of the Vezina Trophy, best goaltender in the league, and the Conn Smythe Trophy, playoff MVP, was in his first NHL game since April after off-season surgery. The Lightning announced earlier in the day that they would be in net for the team's first game of a 3-game road streak. Stefan Noesen and Michael Bunting scored for the Hurricanes, who snapped a 2-game winning streak and lost for just the 2nd time in 8 home games this season. Hurricanes goaltender Antti Ranta stopped 6 shots. Oilers 5, 0 Washington, AP, Leon Draisaitl scored twice, Connor McDavid had 4 assists, and Edmonton snapped a 3-game skid. Draisaitl also had an assist and Stuart Skinner stopped 25 shots for his first shutout of the season. Evander Kane and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins each scored a goal as the Oilers for an afternoon looked like the Stanley Cup contenders they should be. The win ended Edmonton's difficult road trip on a positive note. The Capitals' 5-game winning streak came to an end just before they embarked on a long road trip to the Western Conference. They also lost winger TJ Oshie to an apparent head injury caused by a Matthias Ekholm hit early in the 2nd period. Predators 8, Blue 3 St. Louis, AP, Ryan O'Reilly scored for Nashville in his return to St. Louis, and the Predators won their 4th straight. Philip Forsberg and Luke Evangelista each had 2 goals and an assist for Nashville, which had lost 6 of 7 just before its winning streak. Kiefer Sherwood had a goal and 2 assists, and Yakov Turnin and rookie Spencer Stastny also scored. It was O'Reilly's first game back at the Enterprise Center since his trade from the Blues to Toronto in February. The forward signed with the Predators in free agency this summer. O'Reilly was Conn Smythe's 2019 MVP of the Blues Stanley Cup Championship playoffs. The team honored its former captain with a tribute on the video board during the first period break. Pavel Buchnevich, Robert Thomas, and Jake Neighbors scored for the Blues. Sabres 3, Penguins 2. Buffalo, New York, AP, Alex Tuch scored with 2:44 left in regulation. Jeff Skinner had a goal and an assist, and Buffalo came back to beat Pittsburgh. Kyle Okposo also scored a third-period goal. Victor Olofsson had 2 assists, and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen made 31 saves as the Sabres won for the second time in 3 games. Sidney Crosby scored his 13th goal for the Penguins, who have lost 2 in a row. Lars Eller also scored, and Alex Nedeljkovic saved 31 shots. Okposo got his first of the season when he got the rebound with 9:08 left in the third. Rasmus Dahlin recorded his 200th assist on Okposo's goal and his 250th point in 375 NHL games. Already leave your like in this video, because it is very important so that you don't miss any news from the Bruins, which we will post on this channel at any moment. Thank you. Continuing. Canadiens 3, Sharks 2, so San Jose, California, AP, Jesse Alonen scored in the 6th round of a shootout, lifting Montreal to victory. Cole Caulfield had a goal and an assist for the Canadiens, who won their second straight. Jonathan Kovacevic also scored, and Caden Primo made 31 saves in regulation and overtime. Mike Hoffman and William Eklund scored for San Jose. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 22 shots, including a layup in the seconds of overtime. The Sharks led 2-1 in the third, but Caulfield tied it with a wrist shot 3:26 into the period. Islanders 5, Senators 3. Ottawa, Ontario, AP, Kyle Palmieri and Oliver Wahlstrom had a goal and an assist each, and New York rallied to beat Ottawa. Matthew Barzal, Anders Lee, and Simon Holmstrom also scored. Semyon Varlamov stopped 28 shots for New York. The Islanders were shorthanded early when Adam Pelech and Sebastian Aho were injured after playing just 2 shifts, leaving New York to play the rest of the game with 2 defensemen. Drake Batherson scored 2 goals and Tim Stutzel scored the 5th for Ottawa. Anton Forsberg made 21 saves. Blue Jackets 2, Devils 1. Newark, New Jersey, AP, Boone Jenner and Eric Robinson scored in the first period for Columbus, and Elvis Merzlikins made 37 saves, including 20 in the third period. Columbus won for the second straight time after a 9-game losing streak. New Jersey lost for the third consecutive time. Jenner opened the scoring at 10:04 with his 11th of the season. Johnny Gaudreau provided the assist. Jenner has 14 points overall. Devils forward Alexander Holtz tied it at 13:15 of the first, sending a wrist shot past Merzlikins for his 5th goal of the campaign. Robinson scored his first goal and point of the season at 19:23, beating Devils goaltender Akira Schmid on a breakaway. It's wonderful to have you here. I am extremely happy with your presence and would love to hear your opinion in the comments, so that we can together expand our knowledge of Boston through this channel. Sharing knowledge is essential, so I would be very grateful if you would subscribe to our channel, allowing us to reach even more fans. With your help, I feel motivated to post videos daily and keep it constantly updated. By subscribing, you will receive notifications whenever a new video is published. Thank you immensely for your support.